What's up, team? Hey, so I got these blue blocker glasses that are supposed to protect my eyes. I don't know if they're going to, but I do have these blue blocker glasses. They're all yellow. Let me know what you think. How cool do I look on a scale from 1 to 10? How cool do I look? Because I think I'm right up there around the 10, honestly. You know, I might model after finding these. You know, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, what's up, guys? Good morning, team. What's up, Emmanuel, Sticks, Rose, Jason? Shane, bro. Shane, that's a dagger to my heart, brother. That's a dagger to my heart. You know why it's a dagger to my heart? Because I sold United Airlines, dude. I sold United Airlines. Listen, I was up 35% already, man. Listen, that's all I'm saying. I was up 35% already on United Airlines, and I sold it because I was up 35%. I mean, when you make a third in a week, you gotta sell. I could have held a little bit, I guess. But honestly, this trade gives me a lot of confidence, though. Like, I called out my stance. I called it out, and I was spot on. People doubted me. As soon as I posted that video talking about how I thought the airlines, and specifically United Airlines, would rip soon, everybody started to criticize me. Everybody said that I didn't know what I was talking about and that I was a bad investor. You know? I'm not trying to say I told you so, everybody, but I freaking told you so. Deal with it. You know? I'm the best investor ever. That's all I'm saying. You know? Oh, my bad, guys. What I was gonna say though, Shane. Yeah. What I was gonna say though, Shane, is that I sold United Airlines, bro. I sold it, man. I sold it. I made 35% in a week. What do you want me to do? You want me to not sell that? Man, I was up 35%. I could have been up much more than that, honestly. But I was up 35% in a week. I can't do nothing about it. I know, Shane. Hey, bro, but no offense, Shane, but you're just some guy on the internet, dude, in the chat, man. I just can't listen to every guy in the chat, brother. I appreciate the help, and you were right. I'll give it to you. You were right, man. But I just can't listen to every random guy in the chat, brother. I appreciate the help, though. I really do. And listen, it gives me confidence, man. It gives me confidence. I posted that video, and everybody hated on it, man. Everybody hated on it. They told me I didn't know what I was talking about, and the economy was going to go down, and all this stuff, right? And my logic was simple. My logic was this, guys. This was my logic, okay? Airlines are essential. People have to fly. It's summertime. People are going to fly more, you know? Airlines, at the time that I bought it, they were still down 75% from the highs this year. And so with that, I'm like, okay, well, people need to fly. Airlines are down 75%. I think they're going to bounce back because it's summertime and people travel more during the summer. And so with that, I think the airlines are going to go up. Simple logic. Effective logic, though. And it worked really well. And I made 35% in a week and I got out. And I'm happy with it. I'm sitting on my equity now. Maybe I'll look for some stuff to trade today. I still got about $2,000 in equity in my Thinkorswim account. We'll see. I'm still sitting on it. You know, I've got the money now. I deposited like $1,400. I made like $500 or $600 in a week. What do you want me to do? I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna take that $500 or $600 and just bail out of that thing, man. Because I was right. Don't worry about it, John. Save will be a good trade. Hey, we'll see. Hero, stop posting all the emojis, bro. But what's up, team? What's up, guys? Oh, man. So I'm holding MARA in Weeble, though. That is what I'm holding. Yeah. Hey, what's up, James? What's up, dude? She send me a letter, stock? Send me a letter? Is that what you're trying to say? Send me a letter? I know. I was short Boeing in February, and it was a 2,000 position that would be worth 250K in April, but I sold it for 5K profit. It's okay. Keep moving. Yes, sir. All right. Let's take a look at some of this stuff. All right, so number one that's gapping up this morning in pre-market is CIDM. CIDM. Hey, my Mara trade is up, though. I mean, it's up from where it was. It's still down. I'm holding MARA for a swing trade. But yeah, like when I got into that United Airlines trade, my profit target was like, I remember telling Mitch, like my profit target was like $40. You know, we're at 36 now, basically. I hope so, Scott. We'll see, bro. DraftKings, maybe. Yeah, CIDM ripping up, though. Let's go ahead and take a look at this news here. So CIDM is Cinedem Network. They expand their distribution of the Bob Ross channel to now include Roku. And so, my daughter, fun fact, as my daughter goes to sleep every night, she watches Bob Ross paint mountains. You know, his calming voice helps her sleep. And so that is an interesting thing. But yeah, Cinedem Network expands the distribution of the Bob Ross channel to now include Roku. And so distribution deal for CIDM, gapping up from 131 to 303 here. Pretty big move. We'll see what happens. We got DLPN gapping up here. Should I buy some more stuff here in pre? Should I buy some stuff here? What should I buy, guys? I get some options. I like these movers here. These are always fun to trade. What do I think about DLPM? Let me look up the catalyst behind DLPM, man. I always get the back end of this move. First quarter results that came out on the 20th. DLPM, I don't know why this one's up, which could be, it could be getting a pump. All right, guys. Yeah, he is, man. He is. That man's a gangster, bro. Bob Ross. Bob Ross, the gangster. It's crazy all the mean comments I get on Facebook, man. Here's the latest mean comment in today's. We're gonna do a daily section on mean comments. It's gonna be like mean tweets, but it's gonna be mean comments instead. Let me go ahead and review this for you all here. Hold on, let me post this link to Facebook so they can watch it. You know, because you know that they don't want to miss it. But yeah, DLPN gapping up here. Sorry, I'm posting my links, so give me 1 second, team. There we go. All right. IBIO, what's good, Jamie? What's up, dude? Stock MIK reaction. We'll take a look at that. Yeah, no, honestly, I try to always turn it into fun, man, because, like, the key here is trying to, like, profit from your haters, right? So, like, if I can get some YouTube revenue from my haters and just kind of talk about them, bring some more viewers in, I'm going to do it. Here's the comment, guys. Listen, you ready for this comment? Let's talk about it. Okay, the comment goes, these clowns can't trade. If they could trade for themselves, they wouldn't be trying to make money targeting beginners on Facebook. Avoid. I mean, what can I say, man? What can I say? You know, like, the reality is that we don't charge for anything. Everything's free. You know, the reason we advertise on Facebook is just because we want to grow bigger in a shorter period of time. You know, my businesses are doing well, and I want to grow my passion project, which is this YouTube channel. And so, obviously, I'm going to put some money into it and try to grow. Am I selling anything? No. Do I sell a course? No. Everything's free. The live stream's free. Everything's free. And so if you appreciate that, fun fact, 45% of the people that watch this stream have not subscribed yet. 45%. And so if you're in that 45%, you should feel terrible. Hit the subscribe button and help let's bring that percentage up a little bit. You know? Hit the subscribe button now. Do it now. Maybe I'll start doing like a daily giveaway or something. I still got like 80 of those beginner trading VWAP fade mugs that are just kind of sitting here. I appreciate the sub, Vishal, Jay, Neri. Appreciate the sub, guys. But yeah, that's today's mean comment of the day. We're gonna look at DLPN. DLPN ripping up. I'm kind of thinking about dip buying this one on Webull. What do you guys think? Should I dip buy this, anticipating that it holds above the $0.50 of 150? Is really what I want. Right? I want to see it hold over the $0.50 or 150, and I don't need a ton of buying power to actually trade this one. So, like, let's do it. I'm going to buy some Webull here. I'm going to buy some of DLP and a Webull. It should be fun. Fun enough. What do you guys think? Shane is my neighbor? No, Shane's not my neighbor, bro. Free content and profitable. Yeah, we got your back, bro. Yeah, for sure. 100%. That's what I'm thinking, man. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm going to buy 100 shares of DLPN and just have some fun with it. We'll see, though. Let me try. As long as it'll let me. I don't know how much buying power I have. I'm still holding MARA from yesterday. I'm down like $10 on that one. I could sell it. It's no longer a day trade now. Oh, I've got like 450 in buying power. I could buy this thing, dude. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's buy this thing. Alright. So, DLPN. Alright, guys. So, look, check it out. We're holding this is DLPN here. We're going to buy some of these. We're going to buy like 100 shares of this bad boy and see if we can, I'm going to risk. Alright, we're going to set a 169 stop level. Extended hours, yes. And then we're going to get 100 shares of this thing. And we're going to buy it right now. Can you guys see that? We're going to buy this thing right now. I'm probably going to get a bad fill. Oh, I got filled. 167. Honestly, the Webull fills are really not bad. The Webull fills are really not terrible. And so that's surprising. So yeah, just to show you guys, like, these are the stocks I'm holding. I'm a terrible pre-market trader. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not a bad swing trader, obviously. Like, my United Airlines trade, I made 30% a week. But, I'm not the best swing trader, that's for sure. I mean, I'm not bad at MARA. MARA is actually up to 94 now. It's above the previous closing price. And so I'm going to see if MARA can rip up this morning. But I just bought a little bit of DLP in here just to keep it fun for pre-market. And so let me know what you think about that trade. And we're going to move on to this other stuff here. Don't understand the entry with it declining. The reason I'm entering here is because it's a dip, right? Okay, so there's a few things, right? Number one is I'm going to give myself a pretty tight risk level of 150, right? So 150 is my risk level. It's the $0.50. Number two is that it's pulling back some. I don't want to buy a stock if it's way up here. This is not a momentum trade, right? This is not a momentum trade. right? This is the opposite of a momentum trade. I don't want to buy it at the top, because if I buy it at the top, there's too large of a chance that it's going to pull back down, right? And so what I would much rather do is wait for a dip, which we have here in DLPN, wait for a solid support level underneath me, which we do have here at 150. And listen, it might be a terrible trade. I'm not super well versed in buying in pre-market and trading these pennies. I'm just not. But we can have some fun with it, and, you know, like I said, we can have some fun with it and trade in pre-market and let the stream watch, and that's all it's really about. I'm risking $160 in this trade. In the end, it's not a terrible risk, and that's assuming this thing goes to zero. Overall, I'm probably risking maybe 30 cents a share, right? So $30, you know, it's fine. Alright, but yeah, so with that said, DLPN, I do not see the catalyst for this. I don't see the catalyst. If you know the reason DLPN is ripping up like it is, let me know. We also have a few other ones here. ZUO, Z-U-O. We can take a look at that. ZUO here. Gapping up some. And this one's definitely more in my style for ZUO. So it looks like yesterday first quarter results came out for ZUO, and they were strong. They had revenue of $73.9 million. Let's see if I can find the solid results. So yeah, they had a first quarter earnings beat. They posted total revenue of $73.9 million, up 15%. It was better than the consensus of $69.5 million analysts polled by FactSet said. So doing much better than people expected for ZUO, and this might be one I watch. I like the levels here, at specifically 15.25, and then maybe 15.50 up here. If we break underneath those, I mean, I could see a drop down to like 14.40 right here maybe, or so, 14.35, 14.40, but that's really what I'm watching. And then this level here at 13.50 is also interesting. But that's all I'm really watching for ZUO. We'll see what happens here, but that's what I like. We'll, you know, give me some time. We'll see if we can find anything else. We also have AMTD here. AMTD ripping up. This is TD Ameritrade. So I'm looking at the Ameritrade stock while I'm on Ameritrade charting. And so interesting. We'll see what happens there as well. We also have a few other ones here, like NAV, NAV. We got AZUL, AAL here, Airlines ripping up. And maybe I should have held. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. But maybe I should have held American Airlines. That's not what I necessarily hate, you know. Uber's another one that I'm looking at. Uber. I think Uber, we'll see. Really what I was looking at, guys, is like gym stocks. What's up, Bubba? What do you mean? Start a personality or recruit someone to represent you on Webull? Yeah, but is there a social site aspect? Yeah, I mean, they're regulated though, right? Like, that's the thing, like, right? Like, Webull's regulated. It is what it is. Like I said, I got like $700 in equity, maybe a little bit less now. The reality is, though, like, the truth is that, like, Bubba's saying I should get somebody to represent me, and I appreciate that. Yeah, Bubba, you can always email me at beginnertrading@gmail.com. My bad, brother. I forgot to send you that yesterday. But what I was going to say, though, is that, like, listen, like, over the years and really in the last year, we have, we've been reached out to by a lot of different brokerages. Like, a lot of different brokerages have reached out to us. Like, we've had, like, just a few, to name a few of the people that have reached out. We've had Trader Scout reach out to us recently. We had Moomoo, which is apparently some social platform. We've had Ticker Talker reach out to us. We've had a lot of people reach out to us trying to get us to work with them. And, like, people hate on us and they say whatever. But, like, the reality is that we have to we have to limit the amount of people that we promote. Like, we don't want to just be promoting 24/7. Like, that's not what we want to do. Like, we want to keep it. Like, that's why you rarely see us push anything, except for maybe Webull if I trade on them in pre-market. But like, aside from that, you rarely see us push anything in the first hour or two. And that's just because like our channel, like there is a relationship between like how much you push stuff relative to how fast you grow. Right? And the more you seem to push things, the less fast you grow, right? And so with that, like, we have to limit who we promote and like what we do. And like, the channel here makes enough money to where we don't need that type of business, you know? And so yeah, I mean, I'm happy with it. Like I said, this is like my passion project, and my ultimate goal here is just to grow to be as large as possible. Like, we're just a free resource and community for traders. Like, that's all we are. Like, we try to be different than everybody else in that, like, we're not experts. Like, we don't claim to be. Like, we don't sell a course. We don't really sell a service. And of course, we promote other services, just like every other YouTuber. But like, in the end, like, we don't sell anything. We don't sell any services, and we just try to grow as big as possible. Like, that's all we're really trying to do. And that's what the switch happens. If you're just now joining us, if you're just now joining us, we are going to be switching the live stream over pretty soon here. Mitch and I are talking about when we want to do it. I think once we get 1,000 subs, we're going to switch over to the live stream channel. And listen, the faster everybody here subscribes to the live stream channel, the faster we'll put out more content here. Because like, once we make the switch to the live stream channel, we're going to be dropping 3 to 4 videos a week at this channel. And then we're going to be live streaming on the other channel. So the faster people live stream to the faster people subscribe to the new channel, the faster we're going to be able to start putting out more content like we want. And so, yeah, go subscribe to the second channel. You should see the link in the chat is somewhere. Yeah, there's the link. I took United Airlines, Jorge. Chase said, yeah, John, I also saw your post last night and didn't catch the whole stream. Yeah, so the plan here, guys, is that in about a month, maybe less than a month, it just depends on how long it takes us to hit 1,000 subscribers, right, on the second channel. And to put it into perspective, yesterday, like, already, let me look to see how many subs we have now. I know we have over 100 subs already in like half a day, right? And so we should realistically hit that number pretty quick. Like, we should hit 1,000 subs pretty quick. Honestly, it just shows the benefit of having a larger channel. Like, to put it into perspective, guys, it took me a year to break 1,000 subscribers on this channel when we first got started. More than that, actually. I think after a year, I had like 400 subs here. But yeah, at this point, yeah, the second channel has 130 subscribers roughly. And so once we get up to 1,000, which my guess is that might take a week or two, really, we're going to switch over to the live stream and add another channel on a dedicated live stream channel. And the logic behind that is that way we are going to be able to upload more content here, because there's a direct there's a direct correlation here between how many times you upload versus how many views each video gets, right? And so basically, if you upload too much content, each view is gonna not do as well, right? Each video is not gonna do as well. And so with that, you know, since we live stream every single day here, it makes it harder for us to upload more video content. And so with that, like I said, we're going to be switching over to a dedicated live stream channel we call Beginner Trading Live, and we're going to start streaming every day on there. Nothing else is going to change. Everything's going to stay free like it is. But that way, we're going to switch it over to a dedicated live stream channel, and then we're just going to be able to upload 3 to 4 videos a week here instead of just 1 or 2 like we've been doing. And that way we'll be able to put out way more content and be able to live stream, and it's the best of both worlds. And it's like, that's what we ultimately are going to do with the second channel. And so yeah, I'll put out a video on it explaining it soon, but that's what we're doing really. Yes, Chase. That's correct. Alright, so if you guys missed me this morning, I did buy a little bit. I'm going to go over the overall market news here, but I did buy a little bit of DLP in here. I'm holding DLP in here, and I'm up a little bit here. My plan is just to hold this one, and it's going to be subjective, right? Like, I'm holding MARA as well, and so I'm just kind of, like, my logic behind these moves, guys, just to put it into perspective, okay? Like, my logic behind these trades is that they have a big range, and they're close to $1. And so with that, my risk is fairly limited. I mean, obviously, I could lose a ton. I could lose 50% on these trades, but my 50% is $50 because I bought 100 shares, right? And that way, like, if any of these do go parabolic, then we'll be holding some and we'll make some money. And like I said, I'm not much of a pre-market trader, guys, to put it into perspective. I'm just not. But as you know, this thing is starting to rip up here, and this is where the dip buy comes into effect on a DLPN. You want the music up a little bit? I got you. I got you. Alright, there we go. Alright, guys, as I say that, I mean, check out DLPN here, man. DLPN is ripping up big. Interesting. Alright, guys, we're going to go ahead and go over the overall market news. I think my response to this guy on Facebook is good. All I said is we do not sell a course, do not charge for anything whatsoever. We do Facebook ads to grow my YouTube channel, but that's just because we want to grow larger. But still, we're 100% not experts, do not claim to be, do not sell a course, service, anything like that. Just a free resource for traders, and that's it. And so I understand people's skepticism because most gurus sell worthless penny stock courses, and like I get that. But like, we're the opposite, you know? We're the good guys here, I think. You know. Yes, I'm under the PDT rule, 100%. So a few people, and I'm up in DLPN. Like I said, this dip buy look pretty good here, and that's what I'm holding right now for DLPN is the dip buy. Just to show you guys, this is my P&L on. I'm still down, obviously, in my my MARA trade, but that one's actually above the previous closing price now for MARA, and so we're gonna see if that one can squeeze up some. You know, I also have about $1,000 in equity in my. Yeah, here I can show you guys this. I got about $1,900 in equity, in Thinkorswim that I'm gonna play with today. Or about $2 grand in equity in Thinkorswim, so that's what I'm gonna play with today too. Yo, what's up, Relentless? What's up, brother? Yo, what's up with all this neighbor, nephew, uncle stuff, man? What's up with all this, man? Killer. Stop distracting everybody, bro. All right, so the SPY's ripping up, and honestly, like I said, my DLPN trade's ripping up here. Let's go ahead and look at the SPY. The SPY is actually down today, guys. So we are actually down pretty big in the market right now. Let me rephrase. We're not down huge. Like, we're actually up in the last week, like pretty big. Like, this is us in the last week, and so like the market's actually up, but like in pre-market itself here, you know, this is the previous close up here at 312, and we're down at 310.30s. So yeah, we do have a few numbers that came out today. Specifically, U.S. initial jobless claims fall week over week. The Rona continues to weigh on businesses of all sizes. And I'm going to go ahead and quote this, and this is from MT Newswires. It says, new initial, and this is all quoting again, just to clarify, it says, new initial U.S. jobless claims fell week over week from 2.13 million to 1.88 million in the final week of May. Continuing jobless claims rose from 20.84 million to 21.49 million, according to statistics released Thursday by the federal government. Economists were expecting 1.8 million new jobless claims and 20.05 million continuing claims. The number cut the 4-week average for jobless claims from 2.61 million to about 2.28 million. And so that is the jobless claims numbers that came out today. We'll see what happens. Again, futures are lower because of job numbers. Market's lower because of job numbers. And we'll see what happens today. It should be interesting. Let me see if I can find anything else here. If you have anything specific you want me to look at, let me know. We do have the Census Department reported today the U.S. monthly international trade in goods and services deficit was $49.4 billion in April, which was bigger than the $42.3 billion deficit reported in March. And so those are some numbers that are coming out today. And again, the market is down ultimately because of it. Somebody's asking me about GNUS here. GNUS. And GNUS is ripping. I think the most interesting level here, before I even look at the catalyst, is right around $9. I think that is a big resistance level from pre-market. Sure, you could say it's $8.88, but I think the reality is it's probably closer to the whole dollar of $9. But we'll draw both of these levels out here because this one does have 3 confirmations on a 1-minute chart, and then the whole dollar of $9 only has 1. But you can see this is going to be a big support area right here around $9. The high of pre-market is at $9.75. I really like that level as well. And yeah, those are the 3 levels that I would watch specifically. We could look at GNUS here and see what the move is. So this is Genius Brands, and they are up on a 4-week winning streak. I'm not seeing any catalysts specifically for today, but they have added nearly 2,500% in value over a month's time. The surge has come, and this is all quoting from BZ Newswires. It says, the surge has come following a string of operational advancements and investments announced by the Children Entertainment Company for GNUS. We'll see what happens here. It looks interesting. And then, obviously, guys, we have airlines. I'm not going to say I told you so, but I 100% told all of you. I'm the best investor ever, you know. But we'll see what happens. Airline stocks are up. TSA data showed... Hey, what did I say? It says TSA data showed that travel demand keeps rising, which is what I said would happen. Southwest Airlines bullish. Wall Street is bullish. Yeah, so it shows demand. TSA data showed demand for airlines is rising, which is what my exact hypothesis was, right? My logic, my theory was like, hey, airlines are essential. People need to fly. It's summertime. Summertime is just now arriving. They're still down 75%, and demand for them is going to increase. That is what my logic was, and I was spot on with it. I just wish I would have held a little bit of UAL here, as I did. This was my trade, though, just to show you guys. My trade here for United Airlines, I got in right here at 25.50, and I wrote it up to about 32 yesterday. Or maybe 33. I took that whole move right there in United Airlines, and I'm happy with it. Listen, I'm glad I did it, but like I wish I would have held a little bit. But my theory was correct, and you know a lot of people hated on me for that theory, but it was spot on. So I'm happy with that for sure. Now it's just like I said, I might look for a new investment today. We're gonna see though. I don't know exactly what I want to get into, but you know we might buy some other stuff here. Alright, so man, this one got as high as 293. I'll hold it. It is what it is. I'll keep it pretty tight. I think I still have a little bit of day trades left in Webull to be straight here. Alright, so I still have 2 day trades left I can make on Webull, so I'm still good. So yeah, if this one, honestly, I wish I would have seen this, because I would have certainly taken profits there. I would have been up 30 bucks. I just missed it, unfortunately. I would have kept that pre-market trade. Yeah, IPO is just when a company goes public. Huh, interesting. American Airlines, DOUT, Visal Tracy, I got you. Yeah, I got you. All right, there we go. Like I said, I got a really question here, guys. VISL looks interesting. I mean, like I said, guys, I'm just not much of a penny stock trader, and I don't think I'm gonna start. Like, I know, listen, I know if I started to trade penny stocks consistently, I would bring in more views. I would get more. More views. The channel would get more hype. I would get more subs if I traded penny stocks like a lot. But I do think penny stocks are more random. They're more risky. They're worse companies, and you know, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I think I had a decent amount of patience with my United Airlines trade. I really do. Like, I think I had a lot of patience, because, like, this is really what I did with UAL, just to put it into perspective, right? So what I did is that, let me put like a 15-minute chart up here or something like that. Yeah, so what I did with United Airlines is I took profits Friday, which I think was here, the 28th, right? Let me make sure. Yeah, I think it was the 28th. Or no, I took profits on the 29th or somewhere, you know. Maybe it was the 28th. And what I did was I took profits up here, and then I waited for it to drop back down here, and then I added to it at like 28 right here. And then I took profits back off again up here at like 31. And so, like, that's what I did. And sure, I missed the huge run up yesterday, but that's what I did, is that I took profits up here, added my sizing back at the bottom, and then took profits again up at the highs. And so I think I had a lot of patience with it, and I added at the bottom, took profits off at the top, and you know, the trade idea was ultimately correct. Spy ripping up here. Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, the Spy was down last time I checked out. It's bouncing back a little bit. Yeah, I'm still up in this trade. Like I said, if we get up to 90s here, that's when I really have to start questioning, okay, should I continue to hold this? What should I do on this Webull trade? Like I said, I am holding, you know, a little bit here in I am holding a little bit here on DLPNM and MARA. And so, I mean, I'm down like 15 bucks net on both of these, but a little bit less than 15. But I mean, if this one starts to rip up here and gives me like a $30 gain, that's when I really have to start to say, okay, like, what do I want to do here? Like, do I want to get cover? Because, like, if we get back up to the 90s here, $2, I'm making over $30 in a small account, right? That's like a small account. This is a small account, right? This is a $600-something account, right? So a $30 gain is actually pretty solid. Another few types of videos that we're gonna put out coming soon here, guys, just to put it into perspective. You know, I have been trading options on Robinhood, and I'm gonna switch over to Webull. But like, as you guys can see, like, this is my account just from trading options, and you can see in the last few days, I'm up 33%. You know, here's my month chart. Like, I'm up 33%, and my option strategy is simple. So on our channel now, there's 90s here, there's 84s. I'm really looking at this. But yeah, on this channel, once we make the switch, I'm going to be dropping some options videos as well, because that's something I've actually had a decent amount of success with. And I don't really know options that well, to be honest, but I do have a very specific strategy I've been using. And again, I mean, this is my graph from those strategies. I'll put it this way. I bought 3 options in the last week, and all of them made me money. Like, I made money on every single one. And so that's kind of what I'm watching now. Wish me luck on options as well, and I'll try to break down exactly what I'm doing there too. So let me know what your favorite move is today, guys. Like I said, we're still holding MARA, we're still holding DLP, and somebody asked me what my logic was for this one, and it looks like my logic was actually pretty correct here. My logic was to add around this dip, and I thought it might dip, and we had the chance to bounce at the $0.50. Link didn't work. What? There we go. Yeah, my upward target, like I said, is around $2 a share for DLP, and like this is what I'm really gonna look at for DLP. And now that I'm holding it, I'm gonna look for $2 a share, right? I'm gonna look for a surge up at the open, and then try to get out with a market order around the top, right? But I also got to be careful. I think if it drops underneath this specific level here at 156, like right here, then I have to just exit the position. I might give myself the extra, 6 cents here and let it test 150. But like that's my logic here for my DLP in trade. And again, I am holding, a few shares here. I'm up 20 bucks in this trader. So I'm also holding MARA, which is less. It looks less good, but we're up to 90s here for DLP, and I am holding some on Webull. And so we'll see what happens. Like I said, guys, if you want to sign up for Webull, you get 2 free stocks for signing up, right? And so if you sign up and deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks. Okay, we're back up at 94s here, guys. What do I want to do? I'm up about $30 here. What do I want to do, guys? We're getting the rip. Should I let this roll? I think I should let it roll. We'll see. I'm up about 30 bucks. But yeah, if you want to use Webull and get 2 free stocks for signing up, go check out my link here. Yeah, if you sign up and deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks. If you just open an account, you get a free stock, and then if you deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks too. All right, but yeah, basically, okay, so I am up 17.9% in this trade. 17.9%. We're up $30. What should I do? Right? If I take profits, it's gonna considered a day trade, right? And that ruins the whole thing. I gotta take profits though, guys. I'm gonna let it work, okay? But I gotta take a little bit off. I have to. I would be crazy not to, honestly, guys. I'm holding 100 shares. I'm gonna take 50 shares off. Yeah, we're gonna try to sell at $2. No, cancel that. We're gonna try to sell at 205 now. Yes. Let's see if it lets me out. All right, I'm out. Good. Okay, so I got out at 206, and so I took half of this position off at 206. This is what I was talking about, right? This is the dip buy I was talking about. Yeah, 100%. And when a stock moves up like this, like I have to take profits, and this was my logic behind the trade. Really happy with it so far. Made over 20% in about 5 minutes. 10 minutes maybe, and so yeah, I'll take that. I only have 1 day trade left though, and so yeah, I gotta be careful here because that's 1 day trade left that I have. Yeah, send me an email, Bubba. I got you, bro. Okay, so I can still sell the rest when I need to, and it's not going to get counted as a day trade, because that would be ideal, brother, because, like, that's really what I'm looking at. Like, just to put it into perspective here, like, I'm still holding this, and I'm up $25 on the rest. Like, this is like a $50 plus trade here. And, like, I want to give this thing the chance, honestly, guys. Like, I would love to give this the chance to put it, just to show you guys, like, I would love to give this thing the chance to break pre-market highs. Like, that's the ideal scenario. I've already taken profits off of this, and I think if it breaks under $2 and in like a considerable way, I gotta just exit the trade. But 25% is what I'm up in this trade so far. You get 3 day trades a week on Webull. 3 day trades a week. But like I said, guys, I saw a staggering statistic here. And the staggering statistic for me was that 45% of the people watching the stream have not subscribed. 45% of the people watching the stream don't you want to subscribe? Be supportive, guys. Subscribe to the channel. You know you want to. All right, now I'm really considering exiting here, though. I'm holding 50 shares left. We're just gonna get everything ready, and then I'm gonna try to. Ooh, man, we're getting a drastic drop here. I wanted to give it time. I think a lot of people are starting to take profits here, and DLPN. A lot of people are starting to take profits, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this. The only thing on Webull I wish they showed me is like how much exact P&L I've made on the position, like right, like how much total I've made. Okay, I made $25.68 so far, and then I have $14 left, so I've made about 40 bucks. You know, we're back up to twos. Okay. Alright, yeah, guys, wish me luck. But yeah, I'm still holding this. We're gonna let it work here. We're gonna let it slide. We're gonna have fun with it. It'll be alright. Alright, so the SPY itself is up to 310.70s here as well. 310.70s. Like I said, I'll go ahead and go over some more market news here for the team, but that's what's going on here with the SPY. Is 310.70s is the move. I'll go ahead and read the ETF preview here just so everybody can see what's going on. Here's the SPY itself. Here's the previous closing price way up here at 312. And so just to put this into perspective, this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, stock futures were in negative territory in the pre-market session as investors digested the latest economic data, particularly jobless claims, which showed 1,877,000 initial claims for the week, compared with the Econoday estimates of 1.79 million. Meanwhile, the first quarter productivity and cost report showed that non-farm productivity fell 0.9% versus the consensus for a decline of 2.5%. The prior decline was 2.5%. Unit labor costs rose 5.1% versus estimates for an increase of 4.8%. The prior increase was also 4.8%, and international trade data showed a deficit of $49.4 billion for April compared with analyst expectations for a deficit of $42 billion. The prior deficit was $44.4 billion. To look into commodities here really quick, we have crude that's down over 1%. We can look at the U.S. oil fund here as well. And so they are up 0.1%. Natural gas is down 0.6%. We can look at the U.S. natural gas fund and see that it is up 0.8%. Gold is up 0.6%. The Spyder Gold Trust is up 0.5%. Silver is up 0.4%. The Ishares Silver Trust is up 0.7%. And so that's the market news, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'm looking at ZUO here. ZUO looks interesting. DLPN also looks interesting, but we're going to see if we can hold and make these moves. Ideally, I'd like to see a pre-market high break, but I'm already so much into profits that I don't know what I should do. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Chris. I'm probably going to hold it, but we'll see. You know, I'm trying to be patient with it and hold DLPN. Like I said, people were asking me why I did this, and the reason I did it is because this dip buy over 150 looks interesting, right? Half dollars have a lot of sway. SPY's ripping up, though. We're at 310. We're battling 310.11 on the SPY. Alright, let's get Mitch in here. Here he goes. What's up, Mitch? Let me fix the volume. There we go. What's up, Mitch? Alright, guys, we got Mitchy Rich in here. Mitchy Rich. He's not a snitch. Mitchy Rich.
What is going on?
The man. The myth. Mitchy Rich is here. What's up, dude?
What's up?
Alright, guys. So, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. You know you want to. Show support for what we do here. Like I said, a staggering figure. A staggering figure. That figure was that 45% of you guys have not subscribed. You're just watching the stream every day with refusing to subscribe. If you subscribe and you click the bell next to the subscribe button, you won't have to search for the stream. You'll just be there. Boom. You'll be there. You'll be in there.
Right. Dun dun dun.
But yeah, eBay here popping up on the scanners, man. I didn't even see eBay. Ooh, look at eBay, man. Right when you think Amazon's just gonna kill eBay, it just runs up. Look at this. Let me go over the catalyst for this real quick. eBay shares are up after they raised profit and revenue outlook, raised guidance, strong April and May figures, and good second quarter outlook. Adjusted EPS outlook to $1.02 to $1.06 from 73 to 80 cents. So a huge improvement there. And so yeah, good second quarter results that came out for eBay. Big rip here. I might trade this one. It just depends on if we find ourselves some trades, but I might trade it. We'll see. The man with no face. That's Mitch. There he is. What's up, Undead?
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
And like I said, guys, go subscribe. You see the link in the chat right there? The link in the chat's for our second YouTube channel, right? For our dedicated YouTube channel. Probably within a few weeks, I'm guessing. However long it takes us to hit 1,000 subscribers, right? Probably within a few weeks. We're going to be switching over to a dedicated live stream channel. And when we do that, we're going to be dropping 4 videos a week here. So we're going to be able to put out more content here while simultaneously streaming on the other channel. And you're just going to get more day trading content. And so if you like that, if you want to see more day trading content, look at the chat right there. Subscribe to that link in the chat. It's our dedicated stream channel, and the sooner everybody switches over and subscribes to that one, the sooner we can put more content out on this channel as well as stream on that one. And so you know you want to hit the subscribe button. Mitch, I'm holding BPLY, bro. I'm holding DLPN.
The penny game.
Yeah. Hey, I'm up like $45 on it with 100 shares. So I'm up like 45. I'm up like 25%.
Not a bad game. Just figure out the percentage that you're willing to take off the table, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we break down under like I'll probably get out the rest here. Let's see if it lets me. So yeah, here's my Weeble trade, guys. Yeah, I gotta get out of here now. I don't know, should I let it test the open, guys? What do you guys think? I could. So this is my position here, just to show everybody. I'm still up $10. I'm up 11.3% now. I've already taken profits once. We'll see. I don't know. If we put in a higher list, listen, in the end, $10, $20 doesn't mean that much. I want to see if we get a large win here, and maybe it's the wrong move, but I don't mind just kind of chilling and waiting for that. Yes, CRS. We are going to stop streaming on this channel, and we're in turn going to have a dedicated live stream channel. That way we can post more content here. Because like once the switch happens, we're not going to stream here. We're going to stream on our dedicated channel, and we're going to be able to post more content here. Because at this point, if we post too much content here, it hurts us in the algorithm, right? And so with that, we've created a dedicated stream channel for us to live stream on, and that way we'll be able to drop 4 videos a week here. And we'll just be able to put out more content. Everything's going to stay the same. It's all free. You know, nothing's going to change. We're just going to be streaming on a dedicated channel. Yeah, Webull allows pre-market trading, H. So you can trade in pre-market. If you want to get 2 free stocks, check out this link. If you deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks. If you open up an account, you get a free stock. Alright guys, we got 9 minutes left. Let's do this. We got 250 people in here. Smash that like button as well, team. Hit that subscribe button. We do this live every single day right here on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button, guys.
What's going on, guys? How we doing out there? Any chart you guys want to take a look at before the market open here? We're approaching about 9 minutes to the open. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at some of the stocks, some of the movements of the day. And at the end of the day, how bad is the unemployment numbers really going to hurt us? We saw a big negative reaction in the Spire earlier when the job numbers came out at 8:30. And I think the real question is, in the long run, is going to be the question I've had for a while: are the furloughed workers going to go back to the market, or are they going to have no way of going back to work? Unemployment numbers still getting higher and higher. It's not getting lower, and I think that's a major sign of concern for the long run. And that's why you saw that little dip in the SPY early at 8:30. So that's just something to keep an eye on. But at the end of the day, this market has not been moving rationally. It definitely has a disconnect to the economy, and it's just ripping, and it probably will continue ripping for a while until it really starts catching up with the economy. So this morning, a lot of what you're going to see is what we call yesterday the dash for trash. We're going to call it the kind of more of the hope trade now. And that's what you're seeing. The hope that COVID, it won't come back, and that's it. We're open for business. We're not looking back. Vegas is opening today. You will be getting some probably big moving in the casino stocks. I know you're probably happy about seeing your MGM up today.
Oh, I already got out of everything. I've sold everything. I made like 40% on my options, and like I said, I'm out of UAL, I'm out of MGM, I'm out of Walgreens. But I was right about all of them. That's something it gives me a lot of confidence in my trades, because that's one of the things. Like, my logic was spot on, and you know, I was right about every single investment trade I got into. As I'm saying this, though, guys, the other penny stock I'm holding, MARA, is actually ripping up big here. Interesting. We'll see if we get a breakout there now.
What's the second rule, Bubba?
Jason Smith says, how does the job numbers change anything? Everything knows the numbers are bad. We should be no surprise. Yeah, I mean, the market's down, you know.
This is the key. I think the key is that everyone's starting to expect that number to not just keep increasing, to start going down. I mean, if we're really reopening and businesses are calling their workers back, you should see the unemployment number go down, not up. Right. That's just I think the focus there is that I think let's put it this way. How would the market would have reacted if we would have got actually kind of a positive number versus a negative number into unemployment? How do you think the market would react? That market would have gone through the roof. That market would have gone through the roof. So one of the things that we've been seeing is that this market loves great news, guys. It doesn't really get hurt by the bad news. The bad news might create small weaknesses, but we haven't seen kind of the market really follow those negative catalysts. It has a tendency of attaching itself to that positive.
My DLPN trade is coming down. I'll probably get out the rest pretty close to break even, and I could set a stop loss there. But my DLPN trade is coming back down. No matter what, it's going to be a home run win, but I think I got to exit if it drops any significant way here. And we'll see what happens with MARA too. United Airlines breaking highs now.
There you go, Jason. Not a bad thought bringing it into the chat. Will there be protests in Vegas now that we have kind of these reopenings? Are they going to head to the casinos? So that could also play a factor.
Yeah, for sure.
I know. I don't think anyone really wants to be around the protests if they're not really involved in the protests right now. So that could definitely affect the gaming stocks, the resorts and casinos.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20, Chris. Like I said, I don't mind letting it work and seeing if we can get a run up at the open here. In the end, $10 is, it's $10. I'm just trying to have some fun with it, and so I don't mind letting it work and just holding the rest break even if it does run in pre-market. That's all I'm really trying to do. Alright guys, so let's go over some of the big movers here. So, like I said, we look at the SPY here. We see the SPY's actually down on the day because of the numbers that came out. So the SPY's actually down. The previous closing price was 312s. We are at 311s here. And so ultimately what we got was the unemployment numbers came out, and that is causing us to drop here in the SPY in pre-market this morning. We also have a few other gappers that are worth taking a look at, I think. Save, so airlines are up big, and I wish I would have held my United Airlines trade, but you know, my theory was correct, and so that one is running up pretty big here. We also have ZUO here, making some pretty big moves, some pretty legit moves. We got a few other ones here. We've got MU that is about break even. We've got Uber, which is another one that I'm looking at. I think depending on how low these are, if Uber wasn't so high up on the range on the long-term chart, I would consider swing trading this one, just because it's not super. I think this is going to rebound with the market as well. I think people have to Uber too, and so I think that this is going to rebound and the sector is just going to get stronger as time goes on. But again, I still think it's too high up in the range for me to actually take that position and stance on it. But yeah, we got some big movers here. In gap downs today, though, we have HEBT gapping down. We have CLDR, Cloudera. We have SMAR, Cloudera gapping down a pretty big amount. SMAR gapping down pretty big here too. Kind of a dull day, to be honest, though. Not too much crazy movement here in the market. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm holding DLPN and MARA. Overall in both of those two trades, I'm about break even or so in those two trades. So yeah, we'll see what happens today. It should be fun. We've got about 1 minute left. Let's get everything ready to day trade the open, guys. You ready? Let's do it. Let me know what your favorite trade is today. Let me know what you guys are looking at. You know, what you guys want to trade, and you know, we'll see if we can have some fun.
Let's get this open.
Yes, sir. Like I said, after the bell, I'm going to be putting my Webull trade up for DLPN, and you guys can kind of watch to see what I do with that one. It's at about 190, and so I'm still up a pretty solid amount with it so far. And so with that, yeah, it looks like I lost a little bit of money yesterday after commissions, which is fine. But yeah, with that said, we're going to watch DLPN at the open, see if we get a nice little surge up here. We got about 15 seconds, those guys, so good luck. Let's do this. Let's make some money, guys. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Only 45% of you have subscribed out of the hundreds of people we get every day, so hit that subscribe button. You know, we definitely appreciate the support, and good luck, guys. Let's do this. Here's the open. There's the bell. Alright, guys. So, like I said, I'm going to pull my Webull trade up so you guys can see what I'm planning on doing with that right now. Here's DLPN. Wait, why does it say I'm holding TTM and Seer? What? What? I'm not holding Seer. Why? Oh, I know what happened. Okay, I got it. It gave me my free shares. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah, so we're getting a surge up here in DLPN. We're up. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Yeah, so we're up in DLPN here. We're going to ride this thing up. See, it's up to $2. We're going to get ready. We're going to put in a market order just to keep it easy. I'm holding 50 shares here. And we're going to click sell and just get ready. There's 190s. We're going to see if we get a big rip and break over pre-market highs here. But just to drag this up.
Things flipping down there.
Market just broke highs, push it up a little bit. MU rip it up too. Right, so the market's slowly breaking highs. We're at 311s. The previous high of the day was at 311.14. We're at 311.24 now, so we just broke. I'm being very weary on the rest of this here for DLPN. I'm still up in the trade, but I think I gotta be pretty strict on the rest. I wanted to let it battle the open. There's 98s. Okay, big surge. We're trying here. We're trying.
CCL guys ripping. If you guys want to look at one that's ripping CCL.
Let's see if DLPN can break that $2 level. Alright, so there's $2 again. There's the break above it. Like I said, we want to see it break $2. That's been a big resistance level. Here it's confirmed that level 3 times as a resistance level. We want to see a break, and then ideally a break up to like 215s.
Department store is doing well today.
Alright, there's 310s, guys. Huge rip up for DLPN. We'll see if it breaks pre-market highs up here. But this is great. This is really what I wanted to see here. There's 215s. We're up to 217s now for DLPN. Yeah, so we're going to let it squeeze here. Let's see if we get a big move. Holding 50 shares left. Ideally, I'd like to get 230s. But, you know, I'll take profits up here. As long as they don't get a huge rejection under $2, I'm going to hold. There's 210s.
Stock's doing a little bit of a flip there for me. I was thinking about getting a VWAP bounce play here in LB. Has potential to get up back to 1830s. The risk is about 10 cents. But that dip right now, just kind of, I didn't like the price action that I saw there.
All right, the next thing I think is to see if it holds support here for DLPN. Remember, guys, smash that like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. We got 340 people in here. We got 89 likes. And so hit that like button, guys. Show your support. Hit the subscribe button. If you click the bell, you'll get an alert when we go live. And so you won't have to find the stream. You'll just automatically have it. And it'll alert you. And so hit the subscribe button, guys. Click the bell. Show your support.
Guys, flip down in CGC. One thing that I will let you guys know about, I didn't talk too much about it pre-market, but ACB put out an offering. I think this might hurt the whole cannabis industry.
What's up, Han? What's up, brother? Yeah, I'm trying to let this work for Weeble here. 14s. Like I said, 210 is the area we want to see hold of support. And like I said, guys, don't worry. After this, we're going to trade my big account. We're going to have some fun and take some larger trades for sure. But I wanted to catch this one on Weeble just so you guys can see it. Getting very close to exiting here. I'm going to get out here and just take my money and get out. Yeah, a lot of people got out. Oh, I got out at 205. Whew. I think a lot of people were selling right there. But I got filled at 205. Nice. Okay, so that's it. Out of the Weeble trade, finally. But not a bad win, you know. That was a pretty solid percentage win, and I got out right before that squeeze down. A lot of people got out too there, so you can see the squeeze, man. Alright, so I made $50 today. Spot breaking highs here. I'm looking at AMD here, maybe looking for 500 shares scalp at the top. We're going to wait and see, but that's what I'm kind of looking for. Maybe. We're also looking at a few other things here, but the market needs to continue to squeeze up. We're slightly bullish on the day. Since the bell rang, we've broken highs a few times at the top. Let's see. I don't mind holding this down to maybe like 80. I'm in with 500 shares of AMD. we're looking for a 53 whole dollar break is what we want to see. There's 57s, 98s, 99s, 53. I'm going to take half off there just to protect myself, start to get a little bit early, and then this is exactly the move I wanted. And then we're going to look to see if we can break 53s at the top here, and I've already made enough profits to where I can hold the rest close to break even, I guess, if I want to. Market's actually pulling down though, so I got to be careful. Ooh, big rip. I'm going to take another half off there just to, because I'm up enough, and then hold these 100 shares to really protect. Sevens, eights, nines. We're getting a really nice rip here. I'm gonna get out there. So up $42 on the day. Got out right around the high of the day, which is fine. And we might get a breakout here on AMD, but I'm gonna take my $42 and just move on with the day after making some money. What's on a halt on a massive rip up? Please don't be DGLP or DLPN. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, good. What is going to say my day trades have left? It still says I have one day trade left, so that's cool. Alright, MU starting to bounce. John, what happened to staying patient? I mean, dude, I think I stayed as patient as I could be with DLP. And it might rip up. Listen, it might rip up. It might break out. But, like, the whole point was to catch, like, some really solid wins. And, you know, I held it up. I got out at 205. And I think that's a pretty solid gain. I mean, to get in at $1.65 and then to sell at 205, I mean, that's a 40-cent per share gain with 100 shares. And so that's a $40 gain with 100 shares. Basically, I risked $160 to make $40. So that's a 25% win in pre-market on the investment I made. So not bad.
All right, guys, short a little bit of pen here. Short a little bit of pen. Trying to add. I tried to get 80s, but it started really coming down fast on me. So this is definitely looking like a kind of a little bit of a VWAP kind of breakout, VWAP bounce play. But what I've been seeing in the SPY has really been negative reactions at the top. So I was thinking we were going to get a nice little wipe out here. So I'll take a little bit here and risk off this 90 here.
Yeah, Chris, maybe I think I should have stayed patient with AMD for sure, man. What's up, Desi? DLPN, I mean, I got out at 205. Like, I'm really happy with that gain. Like I said, that's 25%. Yeah, I should have stayed patient with AMD, though, for sure. 100%.
ACB and CGC, really good plays today, just never took them.
Market ripping up here. We're at 311.35, so we might break 311.50. If we do break that, I might go long on a few of these other ones. AMD was one I should have probably held, though.
All right, guys, got that starting move there. Let's see if it continues to crash down here. There you go. Looking good here. Now down to the 40s.
There's DLP and rip up to 230s here. Maybe I should have held a little bit more, but
Try to get it back down to the 40s. That takes them off here. Little bounce there. Market's back up. Just be careful with that. Definitely keeping that on my watch.
There's DLP and 250s, man. Maybe I should have held. That was the move I really wanted. That's what I wish I would have stayed patient on, but I caught a lot of the move, and so I can't be too upset. But
all right, might get out here if it gets above 80s. Really, we don't want to pass this trend line. We want it to continue rejecting, and then just wipe down. Still seeing a little bit of a push there in the SPY.
SPY might break highs here, team. I think I gotta get out of my DLPY trade or my MARA trade on Weeble. I think I just got to. I think I should probably just bail from that one. Holding here, 200 shares. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out. It's too much to risk. Where are we at here for MARA? We're at 88s. I'm gonna try to get out of 88s. We'll see. I got out of MARA. It was time. Hey, hold it down, Mitch. I gotta go to the bathroom, bro. Alright, guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back.
Dude, I was just there talking to myself for 5 minutes. Today I am sleepy, man. I didn't even notice my mic was up. Alright guys, so the resorts and casinos really breaking down there at the open today. You got big fades in MGM, LVS, looking good in that sector. I'm playing it on the downside today. It could have been just kind of selling it to profits at the open. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be down the whole day, but definitely you saw some profit taking at the open and some bears hit it a little bit.
I'm in AMD with 500 shares, just letting everybody know. I'm going to try to ride this thing up and give it some time.
See the SPY take a really hard downturn there.
Yeah, I think I would get out of AMD just because of that. We'll have some other opportunities, but I'd rather keep it close to break even on the day than squeeze too hard.
Financial services is one of the leading down sectors, so I'm going to look for stocks like Citigroup, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Wells Fargo.
I'm looking at maybe Uber for a short if we can get like a nice low break here.
Lodging is down 2%, guys. So you're talking about stocks like Hilton, Hyatt.
Yeah, I'm in Uber with 500 shares. I'm anticipating a rejection at 36.50, and I think I can risk off of that level to be pretty protected here. Ideally, I'd like to see a further breakdown, but I'm going to jump in with 500 shares and see if we can make this work here for Uber. And like I said, try to risk around 36.50 or so, the $0.50, anticipating a potential rejection there is what I want to see. As I say that there, the market's completely rebounding here. Huge upwick. I got to be prepared to exit this one. Too, but I'm gonna hold it close to break even now that the market's breaking up.
Super chop here at the open.
There's 39s.
So I'm gonna pull up the SPY, guys, so you guys can see kind of how we've been kind of really choppy here, taking swings based off the SPY, but it's been hard because it keeps touching the bottom, touching the top, bouncing. So we're definitely building up some consolidation here. If it breaks out above this 311.50s, I would really be kind of more looking for that bullish move of the day. And we have to break down through the VWAP on the downside. We bounced off it immediately last time.
All right, I just took half of the position off, holding a little bit more. Probably gonna hold the rest close to break even on the rest. Got myself to green on the day slightly, but taking a few small trades. We'll see what happens. I might look at AMD here too. AMD breaks highs up here. I might take another swing at that, but we're gonna be patient with it and see. Gonna scale down for sure.
And do a little drawing here for you based on what I see here.
I mean, hold on. Alright, so we're in AMD with 400 shares. We are in Uber with 100 shares still. Up a little bit in Uber. Or no, we're in... Okay, yeah, Uber, 100 shares. Alright. I'm going to hold the rest of this pretty close to break even on Uber. Alright.
And you might want to put your chart up, brother. Not sure if it's up.
Yeah, I got it up. Alright, there's the breakout on AMD. Nice. I'm going to take half off there. Bank some money in it. I'm going to hold 200 shares left to see what we get. I'm still holding Uber. I think I should probably just get out of the rest here. Yeah, I'm going to get out the rest. Narrowly avoided that exit on the last few. I'm still holding 200 shares of AMD. I'm going to cover another half of the position here. And I'm going to hold these 100 shares to see if we get a larger rip up over 53.60. Alright, I'm out the rest. So not a bad little win there. Alright, I'll put you back up.
Yep. I'm trying to time pen now. Thinking this one might come down to 33 here, but we should see a strong kind of reversal with the SPY breaking out like it did.
Hey, don't stress it, Felix. You'll get there, brother. Takes time. Ooh, market broke out here. That's what I missed. Market making huge moves, breaking. Market broke over that 311.50 high. We're at 311.80s now, so we ripped
I got you, bro. That's what I was trying to tell you about.
Huh?
That's what I was talking about a little bit before here. Where are we gonna get that breakout through the 50s? We got a nice push. That was a nice push right there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my bad. I was just in a few trades, so.
No, I know. You were focused.
Yeah.
I know how that can be.
All right,
You're in
MU's
your
looking
own
like a fade.
world, man. No, my bad. You get in your own world though when you're trading.
Yeah, for sure.
Big push up there in pen, guys.
Market breaking highs again, maybe right here at 311.90 or so. Making a killing on MGM. Thanks for the heads up. Hey, nice, Desi.
That's what I like to hear, man. And one of the things I liked is that, we were looking bullish and bearish also at times in the resorts. And that's what happens a lot of time in day trading, guys. Just because one pattern might start going the other way doesn't mean that it's not going to reverse. I think that's an important thing to always remember in day trading. At the end of the day, day trading flips trends a lot of the times in the day, especially when you're looking at kind of like the 1 minute chart that I'm looking at like right now.
Yeah, I just jumped in AMD with 400 shares here. I'm going to try to give it time to break over the $0.50, but if it breaks underneath here, I just got to exit and take a small loss.
I think the one that's going to be interesting to me is going to be MGM as it approaches $21. Are we going to get a massive volume sweep on the upside, or are we just going to get a quick rejection off that $21 pricing?
Yeah, Desi, are you day trading MGM or are you investing in it?
Yeah, big difference. All right, guys, wouldn't you know it? From the open, I could see that technology was pretty much middle of the pack, and healthcare was actually down and red. And now what happened here is that flip right back, guys. Technology is the second leading it right now from the open, and so is healthcare is on the top. Technology is up 0.43% from the open, which is important. If you look at the index, you'll see red, but from the open, it's green. And healthcare is really up almost 0.6%. These are the things I try to pay attention to, because the indexes or the SPY overall can look green or red at before the open, but I really like to pay attention to what happens at the open, because that's when the traders are getting in. That's when the real investors are loading up, and I want to see the change.
Hey, Gavin, if you're here, bro, look at Hertz, man. Hertz is back up to the former glory of 90 cents a share.
Huge knockdown there in MGM. I'm going to try to get Penn here really quickly. If I can get a little bounce at 80, I'll take 100 shares to just at least take a small risk.
MU testing highs. I jumped in 100 shares, or 1,000 shares, I mean. I'm holding 500 shares left. I'm slowly starting to scale out the rest.
It's looking strong.
Yeah, I'm going to cover a little bit more here and just keep my profit and then hold 200 shares to see if we get a much larger breakout over 30s. I'm going to get out the rest there. So 103 day so far. We're still finding stuff. Only one loss today so far on AMD, but I made that back, I think. So we'll see what else we got. Yeah, I saw the surge start to happen in MU, and that's when I decided to jump in, just trying to see if we get a red to green, which is what we got.
All right, guys, just went a little short there in Penn. If it hits 34, it'll stop me out for a $15 loss. just risking half of my gains for the day. I feel it's a good risk to reward here, so I'm going to take a shot.
And remember, guys, like I said, the big news in the channel right now is that we are going to be switching over to a dedicated stream channel within a few weeks. And so with that, you want to go subscribe to that second channel. It's called Beginner Trading Live. And again, once we do that, the faster everybody can get switched over to that new channel.
Got wicked out there. I'm sorry, John.
Oh, no, you're good. But yeah, the faster we can get switched over to the second channel, the faster that we'll be able to put out more content, because like once we switch, we'll be able to dedicate it, we'll be able to stream only on the stream channel, and we'll be able to drop like weekday videos on this channel, like way more content, and like that's what we're really trying to shoot for. And so if you want to see that type of content, you know, go subscribe to the second channel, or go subscribe to Beginner Trading Live, because again, if we can get it up to like 1,000 subscribers, then we are going to switch over once we hit about 1,000 subscribers. And so we're at about 140 in the last 13 hours or so, 14 hours, which is pretty solid. But again, we're trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark so we can go ahead and switch over to this channel, and ultimately you're going to get more day trading content once that happens.
All right, traders, we're seeing the SPY approach the highs. We're seeing stocks reverse a little bit here. I did see a big run up in EMPH if you guys are looking for stocks that are bullish on the day. That was a nice flip from 53, went straight up to 53.70s. I got wicked out there a little bit there in Penn. It literally wicked me out by 1 second and then immediately went right back down. So that's how sometimes leaving hard stops can kind of hurt you. We've always talked about it, but at least there you can actually see it. It really didn't go above. It didn't close any pricing above there. It just wicked out, just put the ask above. And that's what happens sometimes if you put a stop, a hard stop. So we can all learn from that. It doesn't mean that you can't put hard stops. It doesn't mean that you don't want to, but you just got to find what works best for you.
Right, for sure. And that's going to vary from person to person.
Some people, I think hard stops are important, because those might be the people that have a tendency of holding their losers way too far. And they get into good trades, but a lot of the times they let one trade ruin their mathematical probability. And sometimes those traders will do better by doing stops. And then there's other traders that are a little bit more subjective and let a penny or two go from where their kind of risk point is, and they do better because they're willing to cut it after that 1 or 2 cents. A lot of the times when traders get to that point, it's very difficult.
For sure.
All right, starting to see that rejection there from the SPY. It's getting me interested. I want to see if the SPY is going to rip right here, because we've gotten 1, 2, kind of 3 small pushes on the 1 minute. This would be kind of that push where I want to see volume come in to rip it up.
Hey guys, Hertz is ripping up. It just ripped up about 10%. It's up to 95 cents now. I'm still holding 100 shares there.
There you go, that ripped up.
And remember, guys, Hertz is Chapter 11 bankruptcy, so it's reorganization bankruptcy is what it is, right? And so like with that, it's not like closing down business bankruptcy. It's reorganization bankruptcy. I am in MU with 1,000 shares here. We're gonna try to catch this high the day break, and if we don't get it, we don't get it. But I am holding 1,000 shares of MU. We're gonna try to catch this type of move here, high the day break. Take profits fast if we get it up to like 37s or 38s. There's 39s, 40s. I'm gonna take more off. Boom! I caught that. Holding 400 shares left. I'm gonna take a little bit more off here, and then I'm gonna hold this last 200 shares to see if we get a break up to 49.50. But I made about $100 on this one so far. I'm not going to be super strict with the rest. I'm going to get out pretty soon. Almost out. Under 40 I'm out is what I'll probably keep it at. Under 49.40. And we are out of there. Alright, so I'm up 194, basically $200 on the day. we'll see what else we can find. But I did catch MU on the high of the day break there with 1,000 shares. So it made about $100, and we're gonna keep pushing. See what else we got.
Trying to time ACB here. Looks like a VWAP reject or a fake out fade play. I would need it to touch 15 here and then quickly reject. MGM, interesting guys. If you guys are more on like kind of a little scalp look, I like how it's at least setting up good risk and reward both ways. Really, keeps holding on the VWAP on the downside, but as I know, because I trade a lot of shorts and fades like that, if it gets back above 21, that thing would spike.
Yeah, we're up to 104 for Hertz. Just to show you guys my position here. I can't remember what I'm holding it up, but something good just came out with Hertz, obviously. And like I said, I don't think it's a... I mean, I'm green. On the trade, who knew, man? I'm finally green. Ooh, man, maybe I should have held MU just a little bit longer, man. Just a little bit longer.
Yeah, tech still looking pretty decent at 0.32.
Yeah, I'm holding 100 shares. My logic was with Gavin, which is that it's chapter 11, it's not chapter 7, and like with that, there's a possibility that Hertz might just get back to like $5 a share, and if it does that, that's going to be a 500% gain.
All right, guys, just went short big on the ECB. Let me put my chart up here so you guys can see it completely. There you go. Yeah, I'll shorten it so you guys can see that. Oh, there you go. Let me put the whole screen up. Gotcha. All right, guys, taking a shot here on ACB. One of the key things with ACB is I saw kind of a offering get put out yesterday. So I'm thinking that this will affect the industry as a whole. Saw that quick rejection off 15, which I wanted to see. It actually went ask on the 14.17 there, and then quickly you saw shares just quickly pile in and a quick down move there. I jumped in there at 14.10. I'm gonna go ahead and risk off this 14 right above here, 20. Gives me a chance to let it test this trend line and knock right back down towards the 1390s. All right, let me draw out the trade here for you guys. One thing I've been really trying to do for you guys more often is do some drawings for you. So yeah, that's our entry here. We're gonna be looking for kind of this action to hold. So it went up one, went down one, went up here. We're gonna look for it to test maybe a little bit, but then eventually just come right back down. So getting this kind of action. We're coming down, we're coming up, going up and down, rejecting from the VWAP. Once you get that third rejection, we should see that downward move. I hope you guys like me doing the drawings. It's something that I'm trying to add to the stream, just to kind of really give my plan out completely, and then you guys can see me try to follow it. Because at the end of the day, you know, it's hard to follow your plan exactly 100%, but that's the best way. At least I've learned systematic trading is usually going to be the best way. So when you kind of draw this out, you really hold yourself to kind of more the trade. You don't want to all of a sudden start seeing the stock up here in this area and then you're holding it. That wasn't the plan to begin with. And definitely you got to learn to respect your line. And I think that's the important part of also drawing out the trades, is let them follow the pattern. If it doesn't, get out.
Alright, sorry guys, I'm back. I'm kind of messing with this light I have here.
Nice rejection there again. From what level, guys? You'll see it right now on the screen. that 14.15 rejection. Boom. And it flips. That's what you want to see. At least we know if it gets above 14.15, you should see maybe some buyers step in. But at least we know the rejection resistance just gives us a good measurement of risk.
Alright guys, I'm looking at United Airlines here to see if we break under 34.85. We break under 34.85, I might scalp a short-term trade on United Airlines. We're at 35 now, so we got about 15 cents until we hit that level. And so that's what I'm looking at. The SPY's dropping, but I think airlines are up a lot. And on a short-term day trade basis, I might short it under 34.80s. So we'll see. But I'm up about $200 on the day, so we're going to try to be patient with the rest of my trades.
Hey John, I just wanted to call out GLUU making a big surge up, guys. Big surge up, trading over 1 million shares in 5-minute candles. Has 4 5-minute candles straight up. Yeah, $9 stock.
Yeah, big move there. John, why you always look so stressed on the thumbnail? Because that's my life, bro. I'm always stressed. You know? What's my thumbnail today? I don't even remember. I've made so many thumbnails. I don't even know what mine are like now. Because really, I think the reason is because scalps are stressful. And so, like, I do like a scalp thumbnail because they're stressful.
You know, it's one thing that is really fun about trading is that as you go along, you really learn more and more how there's always kind of that two sides to trading, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're incorrect for taking any two sides. Really, you have to learn more about your self-awareness and how your inner workings kind of function with your emotions. And that's what really matters more than even just one way. Because at the end of the day, if it doesn't match who you are inside, then you're going to have a hard time consistently following it.
Alright, so it doesn't look like United Airlines is going to break down. I'm waiting for it. SPY's pushing up, though. So, man, MBU is I should have held that thing, man.
Alright, guys, we might get squeezed out here over the 1420, but we're going to respect the plan.
No, I'm out sick. Yeah, I made I'm up 191 on MU, 194 on the day. There's my P&L, so I'm up.
Hey, I'll try, guys. That's what I try to do. We'll always try to keep it 100 with you guys. You know, it's the best way that all of us can do better. And really, in the end, I love to see everybody do well. You know, I don't really want to see anybody really do bad. And if I can give you guys just any key tip, is a lot of the times one of the biggest skills I've seen the best traders have, it's self-awareness. Keep working on it.
Here's the break that I was calling out on United Airlines. I'm going to jump in with 500 shares here, guys. 500 shares of United Airlines. We're going to try to hold this and give it some time to break down. But we broke under that 85 level. We're testing it now. So 500 shares of United Airlines. Nothing huge. I'll get out over 90 or so.
You guys want to know a tip that I've learned from a psychologist was to write down emotions when you're feeling them. This goes ahead and helps your self-awareness. A lot of times when I win or lose a trade now, I try to go to a sheet that's next to me and write down the emotion I'm feeling so that I can go ahead and recognize that feeling and understand that I need to not logically attach certain emotions towards that.
Yep. All right, guys, so I am in United Airlines. I'm in with 1,000 shares now, and I'm probably about to take profits here. So I took half off. I'm holding 400 shares here, and we're going to see if we get a larger breakdown. There's the breakdown. I want to go take a little bit more off there and get out the rest. So a beautiful breakdown exactly at that level I was talking about, guys. So that's why I called that level out, just because 85s is a big level. So I'm up 236 on the day. not too bad. We're gonna see if we can keep pushing.
All right, team, we're getting got pushed down on them 1405s here, and we're gonna stick to the trade. The first profit has to be closer towards 14 because that's that first bottom here. Then from that level, I'll draw it out here. Really, I was the support there, but I want to not put so many lines up. So 14s, that's what we'll look for. That's the first profit take, and then from there down through the 14. As the trade gets tighter and tighter, like it is now, I would actually want to go ahead and start trying to kind of limit the risk that's needed, because I've been in this trade for a substantial amount of time now. So I would kind of get a little closer towards 17 and 19, because at the end of the day, we've been getting this line to hold, right? So if we start getting in that area, that's really the kind of area where you don't want to get caught in, above 15s right now. But if it breaks that low, then you have a real chance, to take a good profit.
William says, hey John, can you explain your rationale behind United Airlines? How did you anticipate the breakdown of 34.85? So here's the thing, right? Like, it eventually bounced back. We're at like 35 again, but we got a 10 or 15 cent drop, and that's all I'm really looking for. Once Mitch is done with his trade, I'll draw it out so you guys can kind of see my logic behind it. But basically, I do have a few strategy videos on this specific strategy that I've posted a bunch, and so I'll reference those links as well. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Ruda. Thank you guys. Remember, hit the subscribe button. About 40% of the people in this channel have not subscribed. So we got about 40% of people that are watching us that have not actually subscribed to the channel. And so you want to hit the subscribe button. There's no point in just searching around for the live stream every day. You can just subscribe, and if you click the bell, and then that'll turn on notifications, so you'll get an alert every time we go live, which is again every single weekday.
All right, John, really putting on the screen here so you guys can understand how I approach a lot of that 1, 2, 3 rule. A lot of the times when we get 3 tests of resistance, if it does get above that test, it usually breaks out. But also, if we get 3 tests of supports and it breaks down from that 3 tests of supports, you can also get a breakdown. This is my 1, 2, 3 rule that I developed just by watching patterns, guys. It's something that came to me a lot of the times by not trading in the day and just focusing mainly on the patterns. So this is a short time pattern here, a little kind of pennant that you're getting, and you're getting resistance touch, consolidation, and really you can choose to go any which way. But the real key to learning here is that resistance and support. If you're trying to get in, those are the areas where you should try to mainly attack. The bad part to be in here is stuck in the middle. That's where I don't want to get stuck, because when you get stuck in the middle, it's kind of hard to understand that, hey, if it goes above my risk, it's usually going to be a bigger loss. So try to tighten up your risk by focusing on those resistance and supports. Can really give you some benefit in the mathematical probability.
I got this ring light. I got to turn up the heat a little bit on this ring light so it doesn't keep fading. All right, there we go. That's much better.
All right, guys, getting a little test up here, about to get out. If I need to, I'll just get out.
Yeah, market's breaking highs up there at 312.40, so market just broke highs of the day. The SPY itself did, and we actually also broke over the previous closing price. And so those two things are very bullish signs, especially the previous closing price, because that is actually the level where the market itself goes from red to green on the day. Like prior to breaking the previous close on the SPY at 312.15 or so, prior to that we were actually red on the day technically. Since we just broke over that level, technically we are now green. We'll see if it holds. It might not, and we are running into some resistance at 312.40, but that's what the market's doing right now, team. So
Yep. About to get out, hand on the trigger, literally to get out.
And again, guys, I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record with this. Yeah, MU just never stopped. I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record with this, but go subscribe. We're gonna be dedicating an entire channel to live streams moving forward. It's gonna be called Beginner Trading Live, and with that, we're going to be able to upload way more content on this channel as well, and we're always going to keep the live stream going. And so make sure to go subscribe to our second channel called Beginner Trading Live. Within the next few weeks, we are going to be transitioning this live stream that you're watching right now over to that channel, right? And so you don't want to get left behind, and the faster everybody can subscribe to the new channel, the faster we can start uploading more daily content here and then live streaming on that one, which is ultimately what we want. And so again, I'll post that link here. You can check it out.
All right, guys, out of that position for sure, and we'll look forward to see if it breaks down later on. But you see how it kind of squeezed in that area, and that's what's also important. That fourth test usually ends up ripping.
Yeah, the channel's right there. We don't have any content on it yet, Vinny. We don't have any content. We have just, we're like I said, we're planning on keeping it like only for live streams, right? And so like with that, we are just waiting till we get a few thousand subscribers, maybe 1,000 minimum, and then we're gonna switch over, make the switch. Man, MU guys, wow, look at MU. Here's MU. Now that so I can explain the trade that I got in a second ago on United Airlines, and there's a few things that I really want to make clear here with this United Airlines trade, right? This is what I scalped into, this right here. So I actually scalped into this breakdown right here. With that, usually what I do is I wait for a low to form. In this case, the low was at 34.90, 34.85, and then as soon as we drop 10 cents, I'm scaling out of the position and protecting myself. And I was just able to catch it right at the bottom when I scaled out. And then it's important to take profits once you get 10 or 15 cents in these type of trades, just because this exact thing will happen, right? But what you'll see a lot of the time, I would say that these actually follow through more than they fake you out like this. And even when they fake you out, if you approach it right, you can still kind of make your money from it. But like this is ultimately what I did, right? I waited for this low here to break. As soon as this low break happened, I shorted into it. And I gave myself a very simple reward target, 10 or 15 cents, and then I got out as soon as I could. And that way I could also keep the whole dollar as my risk, as like a one-to-one trade. Like if it breaks 35, I can just exit and get stopped out. But it's going to at least follow through 10 or 15 cents a lot of the time on these breaks. And so with that said, that's why I scalped into it. And, again, it worked really well.
Alright guys, if you guys are just watching or tuning in, definitely hit the like, hit the subscribe. We do this every single day.
Is that beneficial to the YouTube algorithm? Wouldn't it slow down the growth here? So here's the thing, right? Like Mitch and I want to put out content like videos more, right? Because at this point we can only put out 1 or 2 a week, right? If you upload more than 1 video a day on YouTube, it hurts the algorithm. Right, and so with that, Mitch and I would like to put out videos during the week. We'd like to put out videos on different things during the week, and just ultimately, that's going to help us grow faster. And so with that said, the live stream's kind of keeping us from putting out more content because of the way the algorithm treats live streams. And so in that, we are going to because of that, we're going to make a dedicated channel for the live stream. And sure, we might slow down a little bit of growth here, but we're planning just to pick that back up on our live stream channel. And again, I think when we start to put out, 3 or 4 videos during the week here, that's going to help us grow substantially as well and get us more exposure. And I think that's kind of the overall plan with it.
Alright, gonna take a short trade here on MGM. Gotta hold really tight towards above this in the 90s because we could get a test really quickly in the 90s. Saw a little flip there in the SPY, so trying to go with the momentum here and get into MGM here. I'd like to see a hard crackdown from Penn kind of start leading the industry back down, but definitely it's pushing up. At least Penn was. Let me see the other ones in the sector. CZR, LVS. if I do get squeezed, an interesting one's going to be to see if LVS starts getting strong and just starts shooting up. You can see here, 5-minute bottom. It's really holding right now. Gets volume through here. It could rip back up there to 53.50s. There you go, Zach. Not a bad gain on that MU move. Catching a big move in AAL, Jim?
Hey, nice Zach. Yeah, for sure. No, TradeNet's done for U.S. clients, unfortunately. If you guys still want to use TradeNet in your overseas, like, they're no longer going to accept U.S. clients with TAFs. So, like, you might still be able to buy a package if you're in the U.S., which is an educational package with, like, a course, demo, all that cool stuff. But you're not going to actually get the funded account program if you live in the U.S. If you live outside of the U.S., you can still get that stuff. And so yeah, basically, if you still live outside the U.S., like if you live in Canada, Mexico, overseas, you'll be able to sign up for TradeNet still. And I still think it's the cheapest way to get around the PDT rule once you're approved for the funded account program. The way it works is their base package gives you $14,000 in buying power to trade with. Again, only for outside of the U.S. If you're in the U.S., you're not going to be able to. And with that, you're able to actively day trade once you're approved for the funded account program on the intro package. And so for $400, you're getting a course and a demo account and access to their chat room. And then if you're outside of the US, they funnel you into the funded account program. And with that, you get 14K, no PDT rule, day trading ability, shorting ability, a ton of buying power. And objectively speaking, I think it's very cheap. I wish they still serviced US clients, unfortunately. If you've signed up for one in the US before, like me, I can still keep my account because I got grandfathered in, but they're no longer going to accept new US clients for TAFs, which is the platform that we use. And so it's unfortunate, but if you're outside the US, you can still get it, and I still think it's a solid deal. So here's the link for that if you want to check that out. Good way to help support our channel as well. Everything we do here is free. We're not experts, like we're not gurus, like we're not selling courses or anything like that, but we do post referral links. And so checking out Webull, if you sign up for Webull, you'll get 2 free stocks. And if you're outside of the US, with TradeNet and TAFs, you're actually able to actively day trade stocks, and I think that is extremely valuable for a new trader that wants to learn and gain experience trading a funded account without risking 25 grand like basically the SEC is going to try to make you do. In the end, most new traders are going to lose, and so the SEC making new traders save up 25 grand is basically ensuring that new traders are going to lose 25 grand if they save up for it, because most new traders lose, and which is a ridiculous rule. Absolutely ridiculous. But in the end, regulations petty, and it is what it is.
Alright guys, about 8,000 shares went through in the 90s, and I'm trying to really hold towards this 21 here. One of the keys we want to see is if the SPY is going to continue to start breaking down here.
The platform, well, they're just no longer accepting US signups, Jay. So like they're not gonna let, like if you have an account already and you're already a client with them, then you stay in. They grandfather you in, right? But they're no longer gonna accept new US clients, right? So like if you haven't signed up and you don't have an account currently with them, they're not gonna let you open up a new one. Unfortunately, just regulation change is what I'm guessing. It is what it is. Like I said, nothing stays forever in trading. Everything is always changing. So in the end, you lucked out if you're outside the US. It's still a cheap way to get started for sure. And like I said, objectively speaking, I think it's the cheapest way to day trade with no PDT rule. You can withdraw once per month too on your profits, and I just think it's a cheap way. But again, I mean, if you're in the US, you can't sign up with TAFs. I mean, you can sign up and buy the package, but you're not going to get the funded account program access with it.
Alright guys, we're starting to get that rejection there. Now I really want to see if the SPY is going to come up and test a high again, or it's going to start kind of a breakdown from these levels of 312s.
Yeah, Rodrigo says, John, question, if we already have an account and lose it, will we be able to refund? Nope. So no more new sign-ups. So like I said, I got to make this account work. Luckily, I'm up about $9,000 in this account, so I have lots of room. But yeah, once I lose this account, that's it.
big spike in TRY's volume, 150K. It's pushing up with the other cannabis stocks. Just wanted to put out that was a big order. Could put in there.
I think they can be effective. Angelo. It just depends, right, if you're good enough with it. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be as short term as you prefer it to be with put options. It's not going to be like me where I'm scalping momentum, but they're effective. I think that's probably one of the cheaper ways to short. You can check out Webull. Webull does free options trades. Angelo, and so if you want to check out Webull, if you deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks. If you sign up, you get 1 free stock, but it's a good way to help support our free content as well as checking out Webull. I made a pretty solid win on Webull this morning. What's up, Manny? I mean, to be honest, I think slippage is going to be there with everything, Zach. Webull is good for like free options trading and like ease of doing it. It's like really easy to learn and like figure out, as opposed to some of the more intimidating platforms. Hey, nice, Angelo. If you use my link to do it, Angelo, I appreciate it. Even if not, I appreciate the support anyway. But yeah, MU ripping up there, 1050s or 50-50. One I'm actually looking at now is Uber. So I might take 400 shares of Uber here, now that we are above the previous closing price at 75, and then I'm just gonna hold it to that level. So in 400 shares, holding to 40 or 36.75 or so, previous closing price.
Here you go, about to get out right here. MGM getting squeezed a little bit. We got out. Could go for an LVS move up to 53.50s, but I'm gonna be patient for a little bit. I feel like I'm just getting chopped up a little bit by the SPY. It's just doing these like kind of dollar up, dollar downs, and it's causing these spikes and kind of dips in these stocks.
So I'm in Uber with 400 shares, guys. Break even on the trade now. We're going to look to see if we move up here to like 94 is what we're really going to look for. Hey, buddy, what you doing over there? Getting a pullback. Like I said, I think I got to keep 75, which is the previous close, as my risk. And just to explain this trade, so we bounced above the previous closing price here in Uber. We bounced above it. This light blue line right here is the previous close. I'm anticipating that we hold over that level because that's the red to green level on stocks is the previous closing price. And so this is the previous close. We recently broke above that. And again, I'm anticipating that Uber holds above that. And if not, it's not the end of the world. It's a tight risk trade. But that's my logic behind this one, at least, is that I'm going to start to kind of jump in here and try to hold and let it surge up to 93, 94 if we can. And if not, like I said, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, that's probably right, Zach. Like, that's the thing. Yeah, I see my son running around in the living room. Jay. There's 84s. I mean, I'm break even now. I'm only holding 400 shares. There's 85s. I'm a little bit green now. SPY breaking highs, that should drag Uber up, I think. But yeah, there goes the SPY breaking 312.60s. So I hope that'll bring Uber up some. Man, UAL ripped up too. I'm still bummed out I didn't take that one. Really, my reward target on that initial investment for United Airlines was like $40, and we're actually very close to that in like a week and a half. Just should have held on to a little bit. All right, there's 88s on Uber. If we get up to 90, I'll take some. I'll go ahead and take half off here. Just bank my money and hold 200 shares left. See if we get a breakout over 36.95 or so. But that's going to protect me enough in the trade to where it's not going to matter now. Here's 92s. Looks like we're going to get up to 93s maybe. Spy breaking highs.
Trying to grab EMPH here.
MU breaking highs, market breaking highs up to 313s. I'm going to be very easy with the rest of this 200 shares. Like, I want to give Uber time to do a red to green move or a washout long, but we'll see. Yeah, I have a coded, a programmed script that automatically documents the previous close for me on Thinkorswim. If anybody wants it, just join our Discord. We have a section called Thinkorswim Script Share, where you can find a lot of useful scripts on Thinkorswim. There's 93s. Yeah, there's 94s. I think I'm going to take another half off here, guys. And then I'm going to hold 100 shares left and see if we get the rip over the high of the day. Because that might make holding just 100 shares worth it if we get a big surge there. There's 95s.
A little upset there. I didn't take the EMPH. It just moved way too quickly. I wanted 53.05s. Would be up about 30 cents already on the trade. It just moved way too quickly for me to grab it.
Yeah, there's our Discord link if you want the Thinkorswim Script Share team. Uber's testing that high of the day. JavaScript, HTML, CSS, front end mostly. I know Python too, Zach, but mostly I'm mostly a front end guy. Honestly, JavaScript is my best language for sure.
Mine would be English.
There's 96s, guys. We can break here. I want to see the whole $1.37 break now for Uber is what I want to see. Guys, besides Weeble, what else can I do to support the channel? Hit the like button. You can go subscribe to our second channel. Here, I'm gonna get out of. No, maybe I'll hold this. It's just 100 shares. You can go subscribe to our second channel, Angelo.
Starter in Hilton.
Yeah, so I know like I said, I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but I'm gonna be pushing this a lot before the switch, just so we can get everything switched over. But we are going to be switching to a dedicated live stream channel within a week or two. And with that, we are going to be posting daily content here on this channel. And so we're going to be able to post way more content, 3 or 4 videos a week minimum. And ultimately get a lot more day trading and trading content out there. There's 97s, 96, 97 break on Uber. And so with that, the faster everybody can kind of switch over to the second channel, the faster we can start uploading more daily content here. So there's 98s, 36, 98. Like I said, I'm going to let this work here and see if we can get over 37, the whole $1.37 right here. That's what I'm waiting for. And if not, that's okay. But this is the level I want to hit before I take any off. Maybe see if we get a breakout over that. Yeah, there's 99s for a minute. And I hope everybody can understand the logic of this trade. Like, let me delete all of these like lines here and just show everybody the logic behind this trade, right? So you see the previous close right here on Uber. You see it push up, and then you see it hold the previous close here. You see it hold that level as support. That's a very bullish sign, right? And so I don't mind getting in and then just keeping that previous close level somewhere around that as my risk level. And that way, you know, as long as the stock maintains in a bullish trend and a green trend, as long as it confirms that red to green move, then I can stay in the position, and it makes it a really easy trade. That's a pretty high percentage win at that. And so I hope everybody understands that logic here, which is that, again, 36.75, not only is it the quarter dollar, but it's also the previous closing price. And so that's a huge level that has a lot of sway over a stock's movement. And I'm probably going to get out pretty soon. Down to 93s, I'm going to exit. And I'm just going to get out the rest here, guys. Maybe it breaks out. I don't mind, you know, scaling back in a little bit, but up 266 on the day. Not too shabby. I'll take that. Okay, thanks, Sid.
All right, let's see if we get this crackdown in Hilton. Let's see what we get.
Bitcoin.
Apple.
Apple. You know. Micron. United Airlines.
It's all about the RIP coin, right?
Yeah. If we're just randomly just naming stuff, I got a lot more. Walmart. You know.
You haven't heard the Mitch coin?
Yeah. Bitcoin's. I've never messed with crypto, man. Never messed.
Money making Mitch coin, yo.
Yeah. Yo.
It's called Triple M, man. Buy it.
And honestly, if we switch over, when we switch over to the dedicated channel for the live streams, I might actually start to mess with some Bitcoin there, and I might start to put some Bitcoin videos out here. Maybe not Bitcoin, but maybe just crypto in general. You know, that's not something I'm necessarily against it either. I've always kind of wanted to learn crypto. Market's kind of steadily moving up here.
Yep, that it definitely is. One that you could see a spike come into is work. Work, an interesting play today.
Remember, guys, to subscribe to this channel as well. We're going to slowly grow this thing too, and it's going to be fun. But yeah, sub to this channel too so we can continue the growth up, team.
Well,
like I said.
Toyo, I really highly doubt that AAL was really a pump and dump. If it just dumped on you, a lot of that can be that AAL is actually viewed as one of the weaker U.S. airlines. They actually got hit with a downgrade from the S&P yesterday from their credit. So if you look at it, that would be the weakest one. Strong one in that industry is LUV. LUV has been always said to have the strongest balance sheet, and that's really where I think might have happened there.
Yeah, and I think he's probably talking about the big drop from 1545 down to 14. It ran up a lot today, but that's not a pump and dump. I mean, this is American Airlines here. I'm sure the float is fairly large for AAL. I don't know what the exact float is, but the point, like the big drop that you see there is just from people covering their positions, right? Like it's a squeeze. You know, these happen. That's not a pump and dump. That's just a squeeze, right? Like people start to take profits around 1540s, and then when they see people selling and they see it start to drop, other people start to sell, and then that kind of chain reaction squeezes the stock down. And so with that's just people covering their positions on trying to make a profit. That's not a pump and dump. Like I said, I don't know what the float for AAL is, but I doubt it's small. And so with that, definitely not a pump and dump. See you, Felix. Later, brother.
Yeah, one of the things is that you got to remember what the story was this morning. The story was that they were buying up those airlines. So there's going to be a best of breed and there's going to be a worst of breed. I think what the issue there is that AAL isn't the best of breed. So when it goes to the upside, the downside looks come faster than, let's say, in a stock like LUV or UAL or even Spirit that's really up today. But the biggest concern with American Airlines has been their credit. They got a downgrade for a reason, guys. They're definitely the one that I've looked at and tried to. I know Warren Buffett put out that one of the major airlines would probably go under, and if I looked at it, that'd probably be the one that I would guess, just because of the credit issues. Now that might be a pump and dump. Coco Nick putting out the Genus.
Yeah.
Now that might be a pump and dump.
Yeah, for sure.
Now that one seems a lot more logical to think of that one as a pump and dump. That Genus stock.
Yeah, sure.
That thing was a rocket yesterday, and that's what happens to a lot of the rockets. You see a stock make a 1,200% move. Very unlikely for it to go ahead and make another 1,200% move.
I'm scalping United Airlines here. I took 1,000 shares. I'm holding 400 shares now. I took 600 shares off. I'm probably gonna hold the rest close to break even here, but I am holding it now. We get any large win up here, I'm just going to get out the rest. But I did want to announce that to everybody here. I'm gonna take half off here again just to protect it. So holding 200 shares left. We break under 36.50. I'm exiting.
All right, guys, this guy stopped out there in Hilton. That's my third stop out of the day. I did have a good trade in the early day with Penn, but definitely don't want to push into the losers. So at least for my risk and reward wise, strike 3 calls the day. So at least I won't trade no more, but I'm here to check out charts for you guys, or if you guys want to talk anything about stocks or strategies, definitely put it up in the chat. I'll go ahead and I'll answer as best as I can.
How many trades today? 6 trades. Not bad. $300 in 6 trades, so not too bad. I'll take it. Might be $50-$60 in commissions, probably net about 2 something. That's what I'm assuming.
Maybe I start a little story time here, guys. Give a little story here. I can tell you guys that I too have been there at times where I thought that maybe trading with gurus was the best route. And there was a time when I used to, my whole strategy was just to beat the guru. And the biggest thing that I was trying to do in that sense was to always best their price. So a lot of the things that I would do is I would use trade ideas to give me that high day momentum scanner, because I know those gurus are using those momentum scanners. So I want to get there just as fast as he does. It's actually an interesting stock that's going up on our high day momentum scanner right now, WKHS. Starting to move. This stock I've been a long-term bull in. This is Workhorse, and it's making a push up here to $3 today. Moving on to high day momentum scanner. But yeah, definitely guys. So one of the things that I saw in this strategy that you could do that I kind of developed was, let me see if I could beat the gurus. Let me see if I can get the better pricing. And what ended up happening was there was times that I did get better pricing, and I would get kind of pumps into the stocks that I was in. But the times that it would dump, man, it would dump big. And there's no turning around on that kind of dump. A lot of times when you're in these kind of low float stocks, especially with a live broker, it's very hard to get out. They're smashing the out. And the liquidity will actually go against you. So in these stocks, I did make certain gains where I would make, 2 seconds, $200 to $300. But I also have a really bad story. I know you guys know about this stock, KBSF. I know you've ever heard of that one, John, old penny runner. And you can see it clearly on this weekly, guys. You guys will see my chart right now. You see these wicks? This is incredibly what you see in these KBS and some of these penny stock trades.
Sorry, brother. I'm taking.
Go ahead. You good?
I just scalped a little bit of United Airlines too at the top. I'm holding 200 shares left. I'm trying to ride it up to break out over this whole dollar. There's 37s, 3704s. I'm gonna get out there. And so up 350 on the day, kind of grinding my way up. But yeah, like I said, I'll put Mitch back up. I just wanted to alert you guys on that trade. Man, I missed out on a little bit at the top, but the reason I'm so accurate, like if you look at my P&L here, like you might say, oh, well, John, you missed a bunch of the move, but like the reason I'm as accurate as I am is because I take profits fast. I'm a scalper, guys. That's what I do. I just want to take a little bit off the top and just protect my account. And, like I said, people can say whatever they want about me as a trader, but I mean, that P&L over there speaks for itself. You know what I mean? And I do this live every day, but like people can say whatever they want. That speaks for itself. Something I'm really proud of. I've actually finally been able to, get that consistency. Ooh, that hurts though, man. I can't lie. We're looking at UAL now, but I'll put Mitch back up, but that hurts. We'll see what happens though.
Yeah, guys. Great trade there, John. Keep fighting that accuracy up. And honestly, one of the biggest things that you can notice there, guys, is the not the need to continue pushing on the trade. When you take scalps, you need to take what you see. And if the momentum at any point you see slows down, that's your chance. You usually only get one chance to get out, especially when the trade turns around on you in a scalp. So I think that's one thing that you see John try to do. He doesn't second guess, because second guessing when scalping is a absolute killer. So he's just trying to stick with his decision. He got in, he knows it's out, he takes his profit, and that's it. Keeping it simple will help you. If you start doing different thoughts there, second thoughts on, hey, should I stay in the trade? Will this keep going? Those kinds of second thoughts kill your timing in the trade, and then boom, you'll see the trade turn around on you. And it was because at the end of the day, you can't blame it on the stock. You can only go back and look at your thinking and try to stick to those decisions.
Right, 100%.
So to go back to what I was talking about, I'm showing the chart of KBSF here to really tell you a story about a time when I used to try to really beat the gurus and try to trade with them. But what ended up happening is a stock like this, a stock was making a move really big. I actually was able to get in it at a really good pricing. I'm not going to talk about who the guru was that I was in with because there's no need for it, but I was in at a better pricing than him at around 648. I got entry, and this guru was in around the 650s. And as it ripped through 7, I was thinking, man, I got myself a big winner. It was up over 50 cents. I had about 500 shares on this, so I was up about $250, and I was like, man, I got a good winner. This thing's going through the moon. And what ended up happening is a lot of the times you're not going to see the quickness of the sell from the guru. The guru sold into that push to 7, and immediately the stock actually halted on the way down and then reopened up for me below $6. So one thing that I can tell you guys is that this whole trying to beat the guru thing really just didn't work out.
I just took another scalp on United Airlines, made about $35. I'm trying to catch the $0.5 breakout here. I took most of the position off already. I'm holding 200 shares. Just wanted to alert everybody of this. I might take a little bit more, but anything under 50 I gotta get out. But nice 28s. Here, I gotta take a little bit more off there. That's too much profit. Gonna take half off there. Gonna get out the rest actually there. So up 403 on the day. Catching United Airlines today. Sorry, I'm trying to show people. Oof, man, 30. I missed a little bit there too, but that's cool. It hurts. But yeah, $400 day is my P&L. So very accurate day for me so far. Sorry, Mitch. Go ahead, bro.
RIP. My bad, man. My cat started meowing a storm over here, so I had to go check on him. Yeah, guys. So someone brought up also in the chat, just really quickly to touch it. What do you think about maybe shorting when the gurus sell? And I tried to do that one also. I could tell you, I tried. I experienced, man. I thought I was smarter than them on that one too. But then what ends up happening is you'll get kind of these pumps that will go against you. And really, the surges down are they look like they're more attractive. But I can tell you right now, when you're playing these penny stock games, there will be a runner every now and then that will keep going. And it's not necessarily, it will go parabolic. And it's not necessarily that it's that guru that's pumping it. It's that there's so much volume that gets pumped into it that you're not going to be able to get out either. And I can tell you from people that short only, those are the times that they've lost those big losses. I've heard of people lose up to 500,000, even $1 million on a trade like that, because they get into a big sizing position, like let's say 10,000 shares or 20,000 shares. And if a stock just keeps ripping up, no one's going to take your shares on the opposite side. And so that's the important thing to remember here. Hey, Bryce. One thing I would say, he's saying that the market is up in a V-shaped recovery, but unemployment is still high. Well, yeah, great that you're talking about this subject. I'm actually going to be really working on a video to talk about the same exact subject. So just stay in touch, hit the subscribe, and soon you'll see a video answering that question. All right, boom. That's Zach. Congratulations, man. Great to hear that that we have tried to help you and that you've actually received the help and we're able to go ahead and achieve your first $500 day. Definitely a great shout out to Zach. I hope you continue going on your process, continue to your system. And like always, what we stress the most, man, risk management. It's not always just about the positive days. We love to see that, but always remember how we got here, the process. So I got a great question in the chat here. Mitch, what should I go all in on? One answer. Yourself, man. Learning. That's what you go all in on, guys. Go all in on yourself. Keep working at it. I know you guys can do great at whether it be investing or day trading. But the real key, guys, is work a system that works best for you. Like always, guys, that's what I stress the most. And you'll see it time in and time out. Find something that works best for you, that can match your personality. Let's say you like those value plays on investing side. Take the look, find the story. What do you think can recover? What do you think can move? You guys saw John make some great calls on UAL, and the reason why? He believed in the story, and he saw the recovery could happen quicker than most people thought, so he made a trade on that. And that's how you make investment decisions. And you also need to take day trading decisions based upon that too. Look at the chart, look at the pattern, try to find the catalyst, try to always be on the trend. A lot of the times when we fight the herd, we fight way too much. And also, like always, guys, if you guys want to check out the platform that John and I use every single day, and you're outside the United States, definitely check them out. TradeNet does great on at least giving you an ability to get outside of the PDT. Now, if you're outside of the United States and you want to find someone that you can trade in the U.S. markets with low commissions, definitely check out TradeNet, as this will definitely give you that advantage. You'll be able to short stocks without borrowing them. And I think that's really a real good strength, that if you want to get into the U.S. markets and you're on the outside, come on in and join TradeNet.
Oh no, guys, I'm muted. What I was saying though is that, yeah, I think TradeNet is, objectively speaking, the cheapest way to get started. If you're in Canada or if you are in Mexico or overseas, you can still sign up for TradeNet packages, and I think it's the cheapest you're going to find anywhere else. I think for $3.99, it operates like a prop firm once you're approved for the funded account program. So you get $14,000 to trade with, no PDT rule, shorting ability for $400. And I think, objectively speaking, that's a really cheap way to be able to actively day trade an account that size with no PDT rule, shorting ability. Plus, it comes with the course, demo account, chat room access. And I just think that bundle makes a ton of sense for new traders. Yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, if you're in the US, you're out of luck. If you already have an account like me, you're going to get to keep your account like I'm trading now, but they're not going to allow you any more US signups and TAFs, unfortunately. And so it works out for people overseas and in Canada or Mexico, but unfortunately for us US brothers and sisters, we can't do it. But yeah, like I said, you want to check that out. Good way to help support the channel. Canada is not far. I'm up north. Hey, you probably got to get a Canada license. But yeah, if you want to check that out, there's the link. And you can, you know, if you're, like I said, if you're overseas, you can still take advantage of what they do, and you know.
All right, team.
You said over 400 is great, but what is the capital size, Omen?
I think he's talking about BP buying power.
Oh, so yeah, so you spend $3.99, they give you $14,000 to trade with. There's a $700 max loss, and so basically they give you the $14,000 to trade with. If you go under $13,300, they close you down. But it's really not bad. Like, if you really think about it, it's still pretty good reward and risk. You know, like you're risking $3.99 to be able to lose $700, and so objectively speaking, that's still pretty cheap. And then you're gonna have to share some of your profits with them. The larger packages have better splits. The base package is a 70-30 split, like a prop firm. But again, it's only available to outside US clients, unfortunately.
All right, team. Like always, guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe. You guys will see me here tomorrow. Like, I'll be here with the news, like always, trying to break it down. If you guys want to join up our Discord and talk about stocks after the stream comes down, definitely hit the Discord. And I'm always there if you guys want to look over maybe a catalyst or something like that you guys are looking into. Those are really the things that I really love to do after streaming. I read about 40 to 50 articles a day. And I'm not really joking on that. Some people get a little bit amazed that I could read that much, but really I've learned that that's really the best way to really immerse yourself in different industries so that you can learn. Sometimes I'm looking at healthcare, sometimes I'm looking at tech, sometimes I'm looking at finance. And at the end of the day, guys, there's so much to learn. So keep working at it, keep working at your processes. And like always, guys, beginner in, I'll be out. Later, I'll see you guys. Take care.
Later,
John will stay here and keep trading with you guys. Have a good one.
I'll probably close it down, really. But yeah, one of the biggest things that we want people to start to do, guys, is I want you guys to start to transition over to our second, our dedicated live stream channel, right? Within the next few weeks, we are going to be switching over to a dedicated live stream channel. With that, we're going to be able to upload more content here, and so with that, we're going to be able to upload more content here. We're going to upload 4 times a week. And so we're going to get to upload weekday content, which is something we really want to do. You know, we're only really able to upload 1 or 2 videos nowadays on this channel, and we'd like to upload more and just put out more content. And so again, once we hit a certain subscriber amount on the second channel, on the day trading, live stream channel, we're going to make the switch. We're going to start uploading videos on this channel, and then keeping that live stream channel for the live stream, so that way we don't post too much content, and we're able to both post day trading content, day trading videos, and the live stream is going to continue like it is. Yeah, if you want to check that out, here's the link. Make sure to go subscribe to it. The sooner we get everybody switched over, the faster we can make the switch and ultimately start uploading more content here. Let's see what else we got. You can also go check out Trade Ideas. Somebody's asking me what resources I use. I use Trade Ideas a bunch, and Trade Ideas is super valuable, just to put it into perspective. I have a lot of other windows for Trade Ideas up that I use that you guys don't see. But for instance, we have volume surges, and it shows me everything that's surging in volume. We have small exchange, so I think this is futures. We have pre-market, so futures, pre-market trading here. You can see up gappers, pre-market movers. We got account building stocks, so you can see stocks that will grow and build your account. We've got swing trading ideas, so we can really take a look at different swing trading ideas to implement. You know, they do have a lot of examples here and a lot of options for swing trades. They have alpha predator if you're looking at the alphas. We have sector ETFs. If you're looking to trade sector ETFs, they have gappers. You can check out the gappers list here. They have cannabis. You know, they got a lot of different presets, and the biggest thing is that you can actually build your own scans as well. And I think that's the really valuable thing about it. If you guys know me, I build like a VWAP fade scanner that I use. ETF focus, precious metals, energy, options. You know, I can check out different option potential trades that look good here for trade ideas, and just a lot of valuable things for trade ideas here. I think it's another great way to help support the channel, but it's one of the things that we use consistently here is trade ideas. And if you want to check them out, I'll post this link here. Probably going to close it down. Yeah, it's Trade Ideas Budget. Here's the link if you want to check it out. What's up, Kay? Yeah, I mean, I'm just chilling, team.
All right, team. Like I said in the chat, probably go over what I use for my news tomorrow in the morning. Like always, guys, join us up early morning. I'll probably be here as early as 8:40. I know we start up earlier than that, but definitely come by early tomorrow, and I'll keep working on kind of giving you guys some more insight on news building, how we can find the best news, how we can really work that news to start seeing what really is going on with the stock and how investors are reacting.
Yeah. All right, guys. So yes, team. Like I said, go switch over to our second channel. I'm probably gonna close it down here, but yeah, keep switching over to our second channel, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Good luck in the markets, and see you guys next time.